God bless everyone. It is February 11th, 2026, part 2. Thank you all for being here. God is within us. He's all around us. I appreciate all the comments, perspectives, and all the love you guys been giving me. And giving to everybody. It's going to be an interesting one today. And we had our minute of silence in the beginning. And thank the Lord for all of this. Because without Him, none of this would be possible. Yeah. We're a little earlier here today. I guess we're about to start. I wanted to make tonight's live one where we can really start asking the questions. So it's going to be like self-inquiry. Because most people's thoughts, they're moving around too much. Okay. Physically, they can be moving around too much. And then their mind is always moving around too much. Okay. Now, to get to God and to feel the meaning of life, you just have to ask yourself questions, getting to where there's no question left, getting to where there's no more, nothing to think. Okay, because you are not the thinking reality. The true nature of you is you are the feel of life. Yeah. And this is always going to be the truth and your connection to life, to God. Yeah. Because thinking is just secondary, and it's just thinking. There's really no emotional response to it, okay, unless you put it to it. People are getting caught up in their uncontrolled emotional responses. They're just thinking over power, and they're not focusing their attention on the feel of their life. Because this is your life. Yeah, this is your life. your health bar. It's what's most important. Hello, Zen Jamming. Hello, Stitson. You have to know who you are. Bless those who believe without seeing. You're a child of the Creator. So one of the questions we can ask ourselves is simply, where is this going? The goal is not to think more, okay? Because you kind of chase your own thinking. It's to realize you're thinking and then stop it and cut it off. Yeah. Simply then you become the feel of this alive. So you can ask yourself, where is this going? Your own thoughts. Jesus is God. Overbearing anxiety. It's fiz, fiz.guru. The free course does just that. Yeah, I would just show your anxiety no fear, for one. And then I would actually question your anxiety. So take action so the anxiety cannot be there. And then question it. See if you're just making up a storm on your head. Yeah. Thank you, Midwest Mike. Yeah. Let's live and die for love. Yeah. You can fill your mind with that, or you can just feel being alive. Yeah. Travis. Think less and say less. Yeah, that's a lot of people could definitely benefit from that. Yeah, you're alive, Stormy. But do you feel it? Take care of yourself is just something that you have against something else, and you're pointing it at me, the Darth Purple. Yeah. So you can also question your ideas by saying, who am I? Who is this I you keep referring to? Who is this me, me, me? Your brain's kind of like a rat trap. once you're stuck in it, it's almost no getting out of it. Simply because you don't even know that you're in this. Yeah. And this becomes all you know. This would be the real veil. You just smoked a huge joint? Nice. Hello, Harley. Bed good? Dawn's pitch. I came on a little earlier tonight. So you can question your own ideas. Who am I? Who is this me? Because once you start thinking of something else, then you're not thinking about this me anymore. So this just means that whatever this is just changing. Yeah. Simply the thought is not really you. Yeah. It's just something you can do. Stormy, we're talking about the life that you are. Yeah. And specifically tonight, we're doing something called self-inquiry, where you're getting to the bottom of who you are. Which simply is to just cut off the thoughts. To be aware that you can actually cut off your thoughts and be completely aware. So this is when you tap in and tune in with God. Okay. It's always here. God is already on. It just takes a complete focus. Okay. It's actually outside of thoughts. And this being, this inner being that is connected to the outer being, this is always here. It's always seeing. It always sees it. Okay. Hello, Crystal Lynn. Long time no see. Yeah. It's a wonderful place to be. It's the only place to be. Yeah. For self to take on selfishness. Basically. Yeah, it's a great way of putting it, Craig Wolf. We always want something. I'm not saying you have to do this permanently, but for the test of tonight, cut off everything you want. And then you're just left with this. Yeah. No thinking going on. Yeah. It almost is effortless. Okay. So it's the best feeling in the world. Okay. Which is no thinking. Yeah. It's the feel of who you are. Yeah. It's not that you have to keep on thinking. Because thinking just perpetually wants to keep on thinking. Yeah. Whether you get an answer, actually, really, your thinking wants to stop. It wants to regress. It's a spiritual battle, and that's been a hot topic lately. It sounds almost like very similar, Stormy, but it's the one powering you to do everything that you are doing. Okay. You may think that, oh, I'm doing this. You're really just describing a description. Yeah. You are not actually the doer. Yeah. It's whatever you think of me, Darth Purple. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, there is only one God. Everything else connects to that. Yeah. Jesus Christ is the same name to me for God. So, and when I say Christ, I say the all living life. I'm pretty good, Dilward. Yeah. It's nice to see you tonight. Yeah, we're on a little earlier. It is a Wednesday too, but doesn't really change anything. Peace is the key. No anger equals peace. Yeah. We get peace from the mind. You don't search for peace outside of you. Yeah. You actually make that decision inside of your mind. Yeah. Hello, you are you, I am I. Oh yeah. Yeah. I definitely messed up the name. We had a great live earlier this morning. We'll probably be here tomorrow morning too. So yeah. I usually go like an hour for these, but maybe this one will end a little sooner. Yeah, it's Drew Wild. Drew Wild. That's funny. Yeah. Thank you, Stetson. If that's where you feel you have to be, the Darth Purple, to be outside, then that's where you need to be. Hello, Jody girl. God bless you. Crazy K. Wow, we're seeing a different. Well, yeah. I hope your surgery went well, Jody girl. I've read quotes from the Gita, Langton. Yeah, I've read quotes, and I think some of the Gita stuff is way more directive than, I don't know, than most things. Yeah. Yeah. At the end of the day, though, it's hard to take something from a book and put it into experience. Okay. And especially when you're trying to find God, the meaning of life, that's, I would say, almost near impossible to take it from a book. It's as if the book would say, feel this life. Yeah. How many people are gonna be like, oh yeah, I get it? Well, that's a great question. What made you ask that, Langton? The question, broski, yeah, it's an interesting one. If you become thoughtless for so long, you can leave the body. You'll merge with God. God is the unidentified. What keeps us bound into these incarnations is simply our bundle of thoughts. So people don't understand how precise I'm really being right now, and how powerful this really is. Yeah. And I would say, broski, most people, it's almost like you have 1 in a billion to for that to happen to. Yeah. So it's very interesting. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Darth Purple, you got to find. I'm always a preacher of action. So if someplace isn't bringing you peace, and you cannot have peace here, you should definitely go. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the Gnosticism has been, and the Orthodox has been a topic people have been bringing up. So, yeah. I would say it's all similar. Yeah. Yeah. Of course I believe in Jesus. Yeah. Jesus was a real person. Good and evil. Yeah, there's really no in between, Stetson. I agree. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, D1 Eagle Man. Harmonize emotionally. Yeah, so like I conquered the last residue of my emotions when I was 20 years old. So that's when I really got free of all bondage, and I just was free. Okay. So I would say that was in a couple years followings when you could say enlightenment came, or finding God. Yeah. So happiness is right before you find God. Yeah. For most people. I mean, for some. So the whole reason we come here, which is a great topic in itself, really, if I had to numb it down or break it down, you come here to conquer all your petty and all your emotions. Yeah. It's very simple, because it's very simple. Once you get over your emotions, then you start to dictate your life. You're in charge of yourself. So yeah, that's what specifically got in it. Yeah, deleted, questioned. Good witches are just another name for good healers. They were called witches because they were good healers. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know too much about Muhammad. Thank you, glory to the Father. But I probably do believe in Muhammad. There's nothing I really don't believe. Especially if someone else wants to believe in something, it's has nothing to do with me. Yeah. I believe that you can believe in anything. Yeah. It You've been going crazy from overthinking. And there's also, yeah, so like when you're around people that are free from emotional problems, that can be you can take advantage of that. That's really one of the best beings to be around, because then it frees you if that's what you're searching for, which yeah. So it helps being around someone like this. Okay. Because the individual, it's a whole, usually a lifestyle that causes overthinking. What I'm saying is, you would have to be with me, kind of like we are now. Okay. It is true. But also, I'd have to know the specifics, what's making you overthink. You know what I mean? So it's more so like a detailed one-on-one thing, or like together in a group, close setting. But that's why I have the free course, which fiz.guru. Yeah. And it works for all of that if you just try it. Yeah. Because I understand not everybody's just not going to be able to like stop thinking. It's finding God it's the hardest thing. Yeah. I would say most people seem to be talking textbook. Yeah. Yeah. So it's literally the hardest thing. Yeah. Thank you, Zen Jamming. I can experience. Hold on. Yeah. I mean, we're all living proof of wisdom and joy. It's just about creating that life. Yeah. So we all have wisdom and joy built into the system. Yeah. We grew these bones when we were in the embryo. Yeah. But so we are, a spirit, life, and naturally we are here because we want to be expressive. So, which is an allowance. You have to. This isn't. Oh, I'm going to sit here and you're not happy and you're miserable. Your soul is here to be expressive. Yeah. The Dawn Pitch, it's so nice to see you. This is kind of like a more personal question because just that type of night. Do I miss some emotions? It's not that I don't miss. No, I don't miss anything. But it's not even that or anything of that. It's just the simple fact that I've experienced those emotions. I don't want to go back to feeling that suckish. Yeah. I know those are just not my true identity, for one. Two, I've already experienced those emotions. Don't need to experience them again. Because they don't feel good. And three, if I want to experience emotion, I can experience it right now. Yeah. Because I'm completely the captain of my ship, and if I want to experience it, I could just experience it right now. I'm in control, basically. And this is what the showing of your emotions, this is what it's trying to show you and reveal. Yeah. So I would never go into anger because I know anger sucks. Anger is the worst one. And if for some reason I wanted to fall in sadness or sorrowness, I would still be very much aware. And it would probably be more along the lines of a positive sadness, like a joyful sadness, if you may. Yeah. Yeah. It's when I know we're connected to all of life, so my mind can't phase me. But there is nothing outside of life. Like, yeah. So whatever happens, I know it's kind of like, oh, play for fun. Yeah. Yeah. We're attracted to what we hate. Perspective and paradigms are huge. Hello, Zaza. Was it a Vipassana, Kevin? Yeah. I mean, we could still talk about emotions that to end it or wrap it up. People who are unaware or dealing with emotions, what would happen is they get so fed up with the emotion, they eventually free themselves from it, or that you suffer so much and have so much hate that you literally just can't take it anymore. Yeah. But you want to, sometimes most people have to go through that extreme emotion to where, like, but some don't make it through. We basically create the tension. I'm sorry, Zaza, that I put you to sleep. Where was that's very interesting, Kevin. I didn't know you did that. How do you feel right now is a better question. Yeah, that's a great question you can ask yourself with the self-inquiry we're talking tonight. That's exactly what I'm talking about, Liam's. Yeah. Yeah, you guys are on the ball point. Hello, Euphoria. Some humans stop asking what the world should become. Not exactly sure what you're saying, but we're here to be the outcome of whatever we want to become. Because that would be the only possible explanation of why you would be here. Yeah. Of you. Yeah. So people complain about the world, and then there's people that are positive. Overthinking anonymous, meaning that should be like a real thing. Hello, hippie Josh. Hello. Thank you. You're you. I'm I. Joseph. So all death is is a reminder that you are alive. It's to remind you that you are this piece. Okay. Yeah. The truth would be to find this path of life right now. To find this right now. And then once you're congruent, you can always stay in this state of pure happiness, pure peacefulness. Peaceful. Yeah. Because you have to be alert of it Yeah. Shalom means hello. Thanks for saying that. Hello, Joseph. Yeah, I mean, Jews are just a part of, yeah, part of life. Yeah, breezing through the week. You always reflect on my dirty mirror. Yeah. Yeah. When you're in the state with God, yeah, I mean, time goes really fast. Yeah. I met someone when I had no food in the middle of nowhere. That's beautiful. Hello, Bola. Is there real? Where do you stay at? Alaska, Stetson? Yeah. Yeah, it's just like this. Thank you, Ruff. God bless you. To be alert. Yeah, the inner being silence. There's no thought on my mind. So animals, they are all they're always in the state of alertness. Okay. They are the state of alertness. They're, as a human being, we can have awareness. So, and that is our communion with life, with Jesus Christ. Yeah. Amen, brothers and sisters. Yeah. Well, the truth is, SS, the alert to be alive, I will say this. All our lives, we've been beat. Our life energy has been beat down. Okay. So it was just meant to be. Uh, your life energy, it has, it's been beaten down. So yeah, because naturally we are fully alert. We should already be connected to God. You just have to be alert enough. Yeah. But if you're drinking, uh, you know, you're I don't know. You're getting mad at something, of course. Yeah, maybe you're eating food that's really, it's a whole lifestyle. The proof of God's existence, it's this. Never sleep, Ebola. the followers of the way. We are algorithms. Yeah, thank you, Ruff. Yes, I'm referring to the Yahweh. I can't. Yeah. Hello, Grace and me. Why are you shaking, Drew Wild? Who I want to connect with God? I want everybody, yeah, to be reconnected to the source, to rejoice in that life. Yeah. And whoever wants to, or, the seekers, those are people that are going to get it, firstly. Yeah. Hello, James for God. Grace and me, I love you. Is it snowing up there, Grace? A giant parade, huh? Sounds interesting. You feel a connection when you're stoned? If it's the best, depends. Is it the best feeling of the world? Do you have any knowledge with Jamitra? I don't think so, Euphoria. I love you. People trust the math book more than God. Yeah, because we're getting back to people maybe not knowing. They're getting into textbook. A lot of people are just textbook. A lot of people follow science. They've never actually lived it themselves. I mean, we're on fire tonight. Hello, Mr. Seeker. Well, even being well, yeah. Don't push a belief. That's probably why. And it's something very personally, so it's I make it hyper focus. Well, just step one to finding God is just watching your own thought, watching the thought. And once you do this for some time, okay, then there'll be no thought. But you have to understand, it takes a certain life energy to stay with awareness. So to stay in God's presence. A lot of people really want to skip the life energy part because it's just as simple as if you're super tired, if you're exhausted, it could be hard to stay with God's presence. But most people are not there. Okay, it's really about, are the things uplifting you in your life? So the problem is, so the first step, which we all pretty much have, is that you're having a thought. Yeah, evil people are basically below this, or they do realize they're having a thought. The step that they never get to, because they think they are the thought. And so they're seeing out of the thought. Okay. And when there's no thought, they don't have awareness. So, yeah. Evil people in a nutshell. Yeah. So again, you have to have a certain life energy to sit and not only see the thought, but then watch it fade away. If you can actually just focus on God, the divine, for a couple seconds, you'll feel God. You'll know. Yeah. Seahawk fans, okay, yeah. Some of it SS. Well, you can be peace without it, without the smoke. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, just see that. I mean, you very well can smoke and feel God's connection. Okay. Yeah. You seen 3 hummingbirds? Wow. Well, they just got like really warm out yesterday. And I love all you guys. Thanks for all the love. Thank you for all the comments. Thank you, Zed Files. Especially when it's, what did I say about shame, Zaza? Well, shame is created about yourself. You're identified with yourself. You're identified with the idea. Yeah. The shame is just really not there. So, yeah, it's just positivity. Number one chatter in this room loves his wave. Usually people do. So, thank you, Liams, for saying that. Yeah. When he say he has no meaning. Thank you, Zed Files. Well, that's probably a good thing, Drew Wild. Yeah, for forgiveness, that's a great way of going about it. Yeah. Yeah, Seattle, I forgot about the Super Bowl and all of that. Weed almost killed you? Well, how was the Vipassana? You didn't how was it, Kevin? Raise 1420. That's hilarious. Um, drug is drugs. God is always here, so it's before the drugs. It's after, even during. It's always it's always live. That's it's always living. Hello, that 70s chick. Yeah, Liam's. Yeah, yeah, it's very interesting. The numbers and the letters, because uh yeah, some of these languages, their vibration, basically it heals. It also breaks the mind. It it's stillness. The sounds are stillness. Yeah. So basically it calms down your monkey mind. Yeah. English words are lacking that. Yeah. Well, if you don't like what you do, now you have awareness, and now you have the opportunity to change it, Zaza. Yeah. It's not that you don't like what you do, you don't like the feel of it. So, yeah. Change both of those. Thank you, Mr. Seeker. Drink coffee. Nice. I might drink some first time coffee ever. That's great. That's great. Rough 420. My body's messed up, so I haven't been on those walks. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank all you guys. Yeah, well, you maybe taking some time by yourself, Dilware, uh, Drew Wild. Yeah. Take some time by yourself. Take away everything that's false. Do my free course. One of them is a diaphragm. Yeah. What a coincidence, right? Fiz.guru. Yeah, I've never been higher than being sober and focused on God. We talk about the actual meaning of high, couple days ago. Yeah. Life itself is the greatest high. It's already here. Yeah, sure, James for God. Yeah, you could. Yeah. I hope video games are in heaven. What games do you like, Midwest Mike? Thank you, Luke. Yeah. The thing about Vipassana, like, they're probably not giving you techniques. So, yeah, I feel like that would be prescribed to certain people. And definitely can be beneficial to everyone. Yeah, but Vipassana is not there's not an actual technique to slow down the mind. So I don't know what they gave you there, though, but that could have been added, which would have really probably amplified the experience, because not everybody's just going to sit and not talk and, feel God, have union with life. Monkey mind. Yeah. The three little monkeys fall off the bed. Yeah. It cracked his head. You guys know that story? And then for some reason, Humpty Dumpty's came to me a couple times recently. Humpty Dumpty fell and cracked his head. Drew, wow, don't say that. It's a breakthrough. Yeah. You ran out of room. What may my tummy not like? Hello, British Bulldog. '70s chick. That's a great point, Liam's. It seems like some people, they just cannot think at all. Yeah, so kind of like a parrot. And then there's just people who just think like all over the place. Yeah. So it's yeah. Yeah. All day the focus is on your breath. Yeah, but that doesn't. There's a technique to pressurize your thoughts, which are the techniques I teach, of course. To pressurize your thoughts to, and make them like stop. Whereas like following the breath, it's like You know, it could be someone's lottery ticket. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it's so super highly beneficial. Yeah. It's probably one of the most interesting things you've done, right, Kevin? You also do get baptized when you go in the water. So you're cleansing your aura. Yeah. So that's another meaning of being baptized. When the aura comes in, that's why we shower. So yeah. It's about your life, David, and everything. You soften your heart, but the walls come back. Yeah. We got to get over that. That's that's what we're all here for. But at least you soften your heart. You gotta stay with that awareness. Uh, Everything, David. Yeah. We're talking about the feel of life. And you can feel this right now. Yeah. I mean, I would tell you about like when I focused on my breath, but I'm about to go. We'll probably be here tomorrow around 7 a.m. Eastern time. And I'm so glad I got to have this meeting. You guys all have a meeting. You're all here for a reason. And I thank all you guys for coming here. God loves you all. Thank you all for being here. I wouldn't say it's religious, David. But I definitely not atheist. But we're including it in the talk because we're talking about the all of life. Yeah. The thing is you can't get outside of life, and you can't get outside of God. God bless all you guys. My tummy may not like the coffee. Thank you, Daniel. I mean, we really went over like the fundamentals in this line. Yeah. So, woo. Yeah. Well, I'm using the coffee more so as a medicine. In fact, my friend told me about it right before the live. Yeah. I've never drank coffee. uh, the goals is to do God's mission, David. And I want everyone to feel happiness forever and get to feel God's love. That's my main goal, David. Yeah. Coffee shake the world. Yeah, because my body has problem getting the food through the intestines because it got messed up. That's why the person was suggesting. Jimmy, that's a great question. Every spiritual practice, they all go back to the one. Yeah. Yeah, we actually talked about this morning, actually, particularly. And as soon as, like, whether it's Christians, Muslims, as soon as you cause something that separates, then then you separate yourself. Actually, you you cut yourself off from God. Yeah. So the Buddhists, the yogis, whatever the words that they're using, they're actually trying to reach God. It's the goal of all of life. Because you want to merge with the bigger life, the rest of you. Yeah. Yeah, you always have a bowel movement after coffee. Yeah, my digestion's messed up, so thank you, Lord. Yeah, I'm gonna have to try it, Kevin. You've probably been big on the coffee game. The people who are wrong, Jimmy, are the people that like cast out. They'll cast out another religion. Some of them will say, "Oh, it's only this way." Yeah, and that's like child's play. And then they'll say they'll cast out whole countries. I mean, which also goes against the teachings, and yeah. No, I mean, it's super interesting. You guys come busting through the door when when I'm about to end this. Yeah. Now I have to get something to eat. drink. Yeah. Yeah, it goes completely against it, and they're just oblivious. Yeah. So I'll see you guys. Yeah.